Hello. Had a bit of a rough day today, so I'm just kind of excited to sit down and film a video and just chat a bit. And I have stuff that I want to talk about today that I'm excited about, or I like talking about. So hopefully this will kind of cheer me up. So I'm gonna film a video in a little bit for Culture Quirk, my last video of the month. I did well. Assuming that I get it edited and everything in time, I will have gone all four for the month of January. And it's going to be about goal making, which fits really well with YouTube in general. And I'll be talking more about like goal making in general on the Culture Quirk video, but I just here wanted to kind of discuss what are my specific goals. How am I going about it? Things like that. Maybe you guys have similar goals and, maybe you have advice or maybe you need advice. So just kind of, like I said, goal making and figuring out ways to accomplish those goals it's something I'm really passionate about, and I have a lot of fun with. So here we go. So I do different goals every month. I never did the whole New Year's resolution thing personally. I don't know, it just wasn't a thing that I did, and I felt like a resolution for a whole year was just so ridiculous, and I mean, and most people, right, like, they start out the year strong or whatever, New Year's resolution, and then it kind of fizzled out pretty fast. So I don't know, I never really got that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's great to think about goals and set resolutions. The problem, of course, is in the execution. So something that I have found that works really well for me is to make new goals every month. And just something very concrete. It doesn't have to be something very big, but just actually putting it down on paper. And I've been doing this actually ever since, if anybody follows Shay Carl, the Shay Tards, on his Shay Lost channel, he did like Shaytember. I just said Shay a lot. And it started then. By the way, if it keeps getting dark all the time, that's because my main light source is my laptop screen, so I'm sorry about that. So in September, a few months ago now, he did this big thing where it's like, pick 3 goals and like, just do all you can to accomplish them and just spend 1 month like changing your life, blah, 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 and it was great, and I did it, and it was awesome, and so I was like, okay, why stop here? Why stop with just September? Let's keep doing this every month, and it's just a nice refresh. So that's what I do, and it's usually pretty small things, but it's been working pretty well for me. So, some examples of goals that I've had before was just like exercise goals, even if that meant, I think, because during the month of September, I was actually really sick. Before that, I had some like gallbladder issues, and so exercising was actually pretty hard for me, but it was bad because I was getting like kind of sedentary, and my stomach was hurting all the time, so it was hard, but I got myself to walk every day for 10 minutes. At least I got, myself outside, fresh air, so that's not very much, and but to do that every single day, it's still, it was nice. It's nicer to do that than to not do anything, right? So anything as small as that. But yeah, exercise goals, obviously Japanese goals. I had a cleaning goal, to keep my apartment tidy. It could be anything. So those are brief examples. So for the month of January, this is what I had. So my main thing that I wanted for the month of January, obviously, was to get back into YouTube. And that's when I decided, okay, 4 videos, 1 video every week on the Culture Quirk channel. Just do it. It might be kind of stressful. It might be a little bit too much. I haven't been able to keep up with YouTube for a reason. Quite busy. But I knew that it wasn't, even if it becomes a chore, like, I know I can do it, so it's just like, just go for it, try it, see what works and what doesn't, and we'll go from there. So the way I set it up, I use this website called LifeTick, and I'm probably gonna make a whole separate video about this on Culture Quirk. I love this website, but go to lifetick.com if you haven't heard of it, and just check it out. It's a free website. You can get like a paid membership thing but I've never used that yet. I might one day because I love it, but you can just have a free membership, and it's just to help you track your goals. It's very simple, so just check it out. Again, I'll make a video about it later. But so I use LifeTick, and I always have, usually it's like 3 main goals and then one like tiny thing. Like one month I had water my plant every day. You know how easy is that? So and then the other 3 are usually a little bit more significant. So my main goal was YouTube, and so in LifeTake you set up your goal, and then you set up the different tasks that you do to accomplish that. So you set your goal, you have to say like why you want it, give yourself a deadline for that goal. So that's why the monthly thing works really well for me. And then you set tasks. You can make it so that these are daily tasks, weekly, however you want to do it. So I made weekly tasks, and the way I split it up was write a video once a week, film the video, edit the video, and then post the video. So 4 tasks on a weekly basis. That was YouTube. So far so good on that one. And then I have Japanese goals. So I tend to kind of not have the same goals every single month necessarily, but usually some kind of fitness thing stays in there, and what has stayed in there every single month is Japanese. So I don't necessarily do the exact same things every month, but I always have some form of Japanese goal, and I just call it Japanese learning. It's just, it is what it is. For the month of January, I had Tadoku, which I started halfway through the month, so not super great about that, but that was kind of, I guess the focus was more reading. But it doesn't, I mean, it's kind of a repeat every month, really. So what I do is daily flashcards. In Anki, I did the Core 2000 flashcard deck, and I already finished them all, so I actually don't need to learn any new cards for that, but the daily goal is that I just do all of my reviews for the Core 2000. And then I've also, like, I have my own deck where just words that I'm coming across that I want to learn, I put in there. So if I'm learning any new words, it's usually through that. Lately, I have not been learning very many new vocab words. Probably another goal in the future that I'm gonna focus on. But for now, daily flashcards every day. Just get that number down to 0. I'm usually lenient in the sense that, okay, as long as I stay in the double digits during the week, if I'm really busy, and then at the weekend get back down to 0, whatever it is, but just kind of do flashcards every day. Not too bad. I don't spend too much time on that. And then for Tadoku, read 10 pages a day. That could be 10 pages of manga. That's usually what it is, but that's that. And then daily speaking practice. Actually, every other day. It's just easier to set it up that way. But so every other day, I used to do this daily, but it's a little much. I might go back to doing it daily. I actually make a vlog in Japanese just for myself, and I don't plan on posting them to YouTube because it's embarrassing. I'm usually like, it's late at night and I'm half asleep, but I spend like 5 to 10 minutes and I just record myself speaking Japanese. And it sounds silly, but it's really great practice. Again, probably going to talk about this in more detail on Culture Quirk as to why this is such good practice, but yeah, I just talk about my day, talk about my goals, how I'm doing, and I basically just have a conversation with myself out loud, and I think it's really good speaking practice. So I do that every other day, or did this month. And then the last thing for Japanese is to, I call it keeping up with my variety shows. So there's 4, I think, 4 or 5 different variety shows that I watch that usually have episodes every week, and so I just make sure to keep up with those and watch all of them. And it's really good listening practice for Japanese. I think variety shows is great for that. So that's my Japanese goal, and I've done pretty well on that. A little bit behind on my variety shows, so might not get everything done this month, and I'll have to catch up next month, but that's okay. Yes, those are my Japanese goals. And then I have a like wellness challenge goal thing. And the reason why I have this is actually for work. We have this fitness challenge, and what you're supposed to do is 10,000 steps a day, and we get this little like pedometer, and you just record those. So, and this started halfway through the month, and then it'll be going on halfway through the month of February, so it'll be overlapping. But yeah, so I've been doing that every day, and it doesn't have to actually necessarily be walking and just steps. You can convert your exercising, like if you go run or if you go to the gym and things like that, even like housework, you can convert that. They have this little calculator thing into steps. So that way it's like kind of like daily exercise, not too intense, but you know, it's nice because it's a work thing, but this way I can kind of do it for myself as well. So that's my goal there. Okay, and then the last thing, this is also something that I've only started in January, but I plan on repeating this every month, is my to-dos. So I always set up, or I will always set up this, it's just small stuff that I need to get done. It's all this stuff that I've been putting off, or you know, it's things that don't really necessarily have a deadline, but or not in the near future, but I just want to get done. Examples being, I have like the list in front of me. So I have a broken drawer in the kitchen, so I need to like just ask maintenance to come and fix that. And I've been putting it off for a really long time because I'm embarrassed that my apartment's messy or whatever. So get that drawer fixed this month. Apply for my 401k. You know, like just get that done. Plan my vacations for the year, things like that. I put them in my like to-dos for January, and that way I can check them off and just feel better about that. So this video is getting really long, so I'm just gonna stick to my January goals, and those were my goals. I feel like I've done pretty well on everything. Like I said, the only ones, I still have quite a few of those to-dos that I didn't do, some of which I'm intentionally putting off for various reasons, like I'm waiting to hear back from people or whatever, so I'll move those over to February. But some of them, it's like, okay, I need to get that drawer fixed within the next couple of days because it's end of January. So that way it'll be done. And then yeah, those variety shows, I'm behind a little bit, so I'll see. I have 4 left to finish in 3 days, so I'll see if I can watch all 4 episodes. They're like an hour each, so, but, so it's probably not gonna happen, but, so I might be a little bit behind on that, and then, but that's it. Other than that, like, well, here's hoping YouTube, all of that goes well, but I should hopefully have my YouTube goal done. The rest of my Japanese goal, wellness goal, all of that pretty good, so yay, happy with that. But yeah, I'll make another goal talking about my goals for February, and yeah, let me know what your goals are, and thanks for watching.